Welcome, welcome, welcome once again. It's time to get down to the beatdown. This is the Logan Summit Show. I am Logan Summit, and you are not. Today we are here with a fighter with over 10 years of experience. He hails from Milwaukee, but he was born in Brooklyn, baby. His name is Lenny the Gorilla RUFATI.
Wow.
Lenny, how you doing today, my friend?
Man, with that kind of introduction, how can I be doing bad at all?
Yeah, well, you know what? You're doing great because you're coming off a win on June 28th, right here on Millions.co pay-per-view. You fought Jimmy Levins. You beat them in a decision. How are you feeling today coming off of a victory?
I feel amazing, man. That's my fourth professional win in a row in combat sports, and I'm very happy. I couldn't be happier.
Well, what do you think was your key to success and victory against Jimmy Levins?
Well, I just didn't stop coming after him. Like I said, I'm not the smartest boxer. It was my first boxing fight ever. I have over 25 MMA fights, but that's a completely different sport. So I said, look, I'm just gonna come after him and hope I knock him out. I didn't knock him out, but I landed a lot more punches to his face than he did on my face. So I
And
won.
you know, and that's how you win a decision. Put more punches to their face, neck, chest, and breast area, and you can garner a win. We like that. Dana always says, never leave it to the judges, but if it's in the judges' hands, you got to score big, right?
Yep, dominant. Yes, it was dominant from bell to bell.
Well, you have been dominant in your over 10 years of experience. You've had ups and downs, the ebb and flow. Look, the one thing I noticed about your record, you're really good against dudes named Derek. Have you thought about fighting more Dereks?
Yeah, it's funny that you say that. Yeah, you know what? Why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That you're right. That's true.
Well, there is that one Derek who keeps skirting you. You do have two cancellations against Derek Verberg or whatever.
Yep,
But
yep.
you know what? You defeated him once. It's no wonder he doesn't want to fight you again.
You got it. You got it. Yeah.
So, looking towards the future, what do you think? Who do you think's your next fight? What do you think are you looking for? You're going to stay with boxing? Going to get back into the cage? What's the deal?
So my significant other, my fiance, she doesn't want me fighting anymore. But it's funny because she's a pro fighter herself. She's a little younger than I, so she's like in the prime of her career. She's 29. I'm 37. She wants me to stop this and just focus on work and all that. She's worried about me getting hurt. But I'm like, what about you getting hurt? But no, man, I'm very blessed. I'm a car salesman. I do very, very well at work. I just fight now at this point. I just fight because I miss it. I miss the joy of winning fights and the adrenaline rush.
And you know what? That's why a lot of athletes can't step away from the games that they play because of that adrenaline rush. Now, your fiance is a pro fighter. Do you often train together?
Yes and no. I have a very different schedule than she does, but we have. I try to, I'm a lot more experienced than hers. I try to give her pointers and all that, but she's a natural talent, man. She started at boxing and switched to MMA, and she hits like a truck. Every time she fights, the girls they don't want to box with her; they just want to wrestle her. They just want to hold her down because they know if she lands to their face, they're going out. She has a viral knockout on UFC Fight Pass. Uh, Last year in Milwaukee, and I never get bored of rewatching it again and again.
What's her name, by the way? Let's throw on some
Yeah,
love.
Laura Trzynski. Yeah.
All right, we'll be looking for Laura Kuzinski on our UFC Fight Pass and right here on Millions.co pay-per-view. Maybe she'll even want to do an interview after this bad boy gets through. We'll find out. We got to get you home. You just got a win. Then you went to Colorado for a little victory celebration. What did you do while you were in Colorado?
Oh man, what didn't I do? I went on a 10-mile hike in the mountains. We went to Aspen, Colorado. It's so beautiful there. Some of the most beautiful scenery you'll ever see. Man, participated in some things that maybe not might not be allowed here in Wisconsin. It was an amazing time.
I understand what you mean. I get what you're going through. And you know what? I got to say, it's good for you if you're a fighter, man. Recovery time. I'm just saying.
You got it.
Nick and Nate Diaz were onto something back in the day. Just saying. All right. So you fought Jimmy Levins. In boxing. So you experienced that. What was it like going from MMA to boxing?
Well, man, like at MMA, like usually the game plan is go close the distance, punch him to get his hands up to grab his waist, take him down. Like, all right, well, boxing it's punch him and then you can't grab him. You got to stay. You got to keep punching, so you got to keep that distance. You got to. So it's very, very different. I'm more of a grappler, so boxing was a little bit out of my comfort zone. But it helps when you hit like a truck. I have multiple one punch knockouts, so that's. God blessed me with that my whole career.
Well, you know what we always say here at the Logan Summit Show. People say it's a lucky punch. There's no such thing as luck in combat sports. You prepared for that lucky punch. There's nothing lucky about it. Just because it hits and it looks like it shouldn't, that doesn't mean it's luck. That's preparation and great training as well to get you to that point. Do you agree?
I absolutely agree. I have left hook knockouts, multiple one punch left hook knockouts. Let's say the first one is lucky. What about the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth one? So yeah,
Punches and bunches, baby. That's what it's all about. Punches and bunches. Upstairs, downstairs, and back upstairs once again. All
you
right.
got it.
So there you are. You're used to training MMA. Now you got to train boxing. Obviously, you got to focus on the hands. You got to lay off of the grappling. Was there anything besides that you did that was completely foreign to you and different with your boxing training as comparative to your MMA training?
Well, I'll tell you this much. Believe it or not, yeah, training for a boxing fight is a lot less taxing on your body than training for an MMA fight because you got takedowns, arm twists, chokes, all that. But I'll say this, like I said last interview, a boxing fight is inherently more dangerous than an MMA fight because it's all hits to the head. The brain cells, they do not come back. You break your arm, that's fine. Uh, so basically, training for a boxing fight is less taxing on the body, especially if you pick and choose who you spar with, so you don't knock each other out. But an MMA fight is a much safer than boxing. Boxing is probably the most dangerous combat sport because of all the repeated hits to the head.
It's
Very
very
bad.
concussive, not good for you. Yeah, every time your brain hits against your skull, that's not good news, everybody. Not good news. And
Correct.
I know what that feels like. I was recently tackled by NFL Raiders linebacker Amari Gainer, full speed, no pads. At 47 years old, all you can hear is me say, "Oh." As he hits me. So I'll tell you, I got up a little worse for wear, and my head wasn't completely on straight that day. So I understand what it's like, even at this age, to get hit. And you're 37 years old, been doing this for over 10 years. I said earlier you were born in Brooklyn, but now you fight out of Milwaukee. What is the scene like in Milwaukee?
Believe it or not, Milwaukee's actually has an MMA hotbed because of Duke Rufus, Anthony Pettis, guys like that. The Pettis brothers, they put MMA on the map here, and that was part of the reason why I moved out here back in 2018. And yeah, man, and then and then I was gonna move back during COVID, but I met my lady here, so I'm happily stuck in Wisconsin.
And Duke Rufus, by the way, bringing up a name, man, that's legend. And I hope you're not lactose intolerant because it involves dairy. Duke Rufus, the Pettis brothers, bringing that heat to Milwaukee. So you found some great training grounds, some great training partners as well. And are there a lot of fights coming out of Milwaukee as well?
Oh yeah, and they want me to main event one of their shows. Co-main event. I always bring a very large crowd, but I'm getting married in February, so between now and then I gotta focus more on working, making money, saving money, so I can have an awesome wedding.
All
But
right.
and then
Now, are you letting your fiance handle all of the arrangements and just saying, yes, dear, yes, dear, yes, dear?
yes, yes, absolutely. She wants to do it in Naples, Florida, on the beach in the sand with no shoes on. Whatever makes
That's
her happy, just don't hit me in the mouth.
That sounds great. Yeah, I mean, what's it like trading with your fiance? I mean, do you guys have a kind of the reverse of Pretty Woman where it's no kissing, it's no punching in the face? Do you have that kind of rule?
Basically, when her and I spar, not very often, but when we do, I get to go 5%. She gets to go 105%. Let's put it that way,
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot.
and that's okay. Yeah.
Now, Lenny, your nickname is Gorilla. Exactly how did you get that? I assume it's because you hold on tight, you don't let loose, and you bring him to the ground. I'm assuming that's it. But explain where that nickname came from.
Well, my first few fights, which it's still kind of my philosophy now, is just as soon as the bell rings, go fucking run, go get him like an animal. Have no regard for your own safety, just go get him, and that should work. And most of the time, it did work. I went 6-0 my first 6 fights with 3 knockouts with very little training. I was very blessed. So that's when they gave me the name, the nickname of the gorilla, because I just run at you like a wild animal, and yeah, I just basically heavy pressure.
Now, if we were to put you in AI, you versus 100 men, one gorilla versus 100 men, who wins, Lenny? Who wins?
Man, that's hard. That's hard to say, but I think I would take them all. I'd rip all their heads off. That's what I think.
I like it. I like it a lot. Now, before we get to our next part of the show, I want you to tell me, who do you want to fight next? One person out there, anybody out there in the world today, who do you want to fight next?
Well, there's been talks. Like I said, if I do fight again, which I do, I will. I used to fight every 2-3 months. Now I'm fighting a lot less often, because I'm slowly but surely, unfortunately, got to move on. But I do want to fight at least one more time, and I want to do it either in New York City or Milwaukee, or maybe one each. Then I'm really done. We'll see. If I were to do it in Milwaukee area, there's this guy that they were trying to match us up. His name is Ben Ross. It'd be at middleweight, MMA guy. It would be a very good, fair matchup. We both got winning records. Yeah, I think it would be a fun fight. So yeah, I'll most likely maybe him. And it's nothing personal. It's just a good, fair fight.
No, it's never personal. It's all business, baby. Now,
Yeah.
we know that wrestling is a great base. Did you start as a wrestler?
No, I did not.
Oh,
I did not
wow.
start. I know, man. I did not start. The gym I was at, and it was more of a grappling gym. That's why I got that style. But I was heavy-handed before I even started at that gym. I had, fights, fights everywhere except the cage beforehand, and the left hook usually was in my favor.
Were you getting
But
into bar fights at Rowan University? Is that what you're saying?
maybe one. Yeah, I used to be in the military and all that, man. College, I've done it all. Prison, I've done it all. I got my left hook was especially useful in prison. That's where I
I
decided.
bet, I bet it was. I I want that cocktail fruit. Just saying, man. Obviously, you've had a fun career. You take yourself seriously, obviously, but you're having fun with it. You're still having fun with it. What brings you to wake up in the morning at age 37 and keep training?
Well, therapy, happiness. Like, before MMA, I was very fat, and out of shape, and I don't want to be like that again. I'm starting to, now that I stopped fighting again, I'm starting to get a little heavy again. I'm like, we don't want to do this. So I need a reason other than protecting my brain cells from getting hit in the face. I need a reason to stay healthy. And I've been using this whole 10 years. I've been using to stay in shape, fighting. But you can't fight forever. But you got to stay healthy as long as you can. So that's the balance and imbalance I'm looking for, and in America we're all fat, man. That's so we got to work on that.
Yeah, less donuts, more movement, less food, right? I think that's what we
Correct.
could all go for. I recently gained some weight as well. I went for a nice hike yesterday. It was only 112 here in Vegas, and guess who forgot water? This guy right here. Yeah.
Oh
Guess who almost died yesterday twice? This guy right here.
yeah.
You,
Now we went on a 10-mile hike. We had multiple bottles of water. There's four of us. We all had water. That's
well, that's
number
because
one.
you're smart.
I'm not, but they were.
I mean, I live in Death Valley. You would think I would realize that if it's 113 degrees outside and you're going to go for a hike, you should bring some water with you.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm
you would
glad you're
think.
alive. I'm happy
Well,
you're
thank
here.
you. I'm happy I'm here too, Lenny. Thank you so much. Now, here is the segment where generally I ask the fighters to make a prediction for me. Now, we don't have you squared up for your upcoming fight. So tell me what your prediction will be, where you will be in 2 years from now.
2 years, where will I be 2 years from now regarding fighting or life or what?
You know what? Give me it all. Where do you just close your eyes and tell me where you see yourself?
Well, 2 years from now, hopefully I'll be married and I'll have a baby inside of Laura, or it'll came out by then. We'll see. That's what I would like.
All right, so you're looking for a kid now. Would you rather a girl or a boy?
Girl, so I can name it my mother's name.
And what was your mother's name?
Razieh.
All right, I like that. Man, that's cool. Bro, her teachers are going to hate you so very much because I'm sure it doesn't spell out the way it sounds. I'm pretty positive on that one right there. All right, I like that prediction, and I wish nothing but the best for you and your fiance moving forward. Now, this is our time down here. It's their time up here, but now it's your time. This is your moment to say whatever you want. You can thank whomever you want. Talk about sponsors that you have, sponsors you want. You can thank your dog. Talk about your favorite video game. I don't care. This is your time. Let it shine.
I really got to thank my bosses at work. I'm a very good salesman at work. I sell basically any used car. I work at the largest used car dealership in all of Wisconsin. I do very well there, and they're always very supportive of my MMA career. And I got to thank them for that because they let me take time off of work to go train. So I'm very grateful to them. I'm my own sponsor. I do very well at work, so I just but I remember what that used to be like, and I commend all fighters hustling like that. But yeah, man, no, life is good. I can't complain. Thank you very much for today, and I hope you have a great day, man.
Oh, we're not done yet, bro. We still got to play the game that all the adults are talking about around the water cooler and all the kids are talking about on the playground. It's time for 5 questions, brought to you by our good friends over at Newer. If you're a pro creator or an amateur creator, it doesn't matter what type of creator you are. My entire studio is Newer, and you should go over to newer.com right now. Use code Logan. You'll save yourself 20% off of all that pro gear at amateur pricing. And yes, I know what you're thinking. The link is available in the About section of any platform you're watching us on. Because, Lenny, we're on 5 platforms right now. Thanks to Millions.co for all that love. Let's get to it. It's time for 5 questions with Lenny, the Gorilla Rufati. All right. Question number 1 of 5 questions. What's the coolest thing about living in Milwaukee?
Well, I'm gonna have to say it's an MMA hotbed. Everybody in the town knows me because of MMA, and I feel like I know a lot of people because of the beautiful sport. So I would have to say that.
And also because your fiance lives there.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. Don't forget that, bro. I don't want
We
you
met.
sleeping on the couch tonight, all right?
Thank you. Me neither.
All right. Question number 2. If you could look back on 18-year-old you and give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
Don't go to college. Start training MMA. I didn't start training MMA till I was 28, 29.
Oh, wow, that's late. Now, what made you jump into the cage?
Crazy ex-wife.
Okay. Crazy as the day is long, and we know what crazy is. Crazy is as crazy does. All right. Crazy got you in the ring. Crazy probably kept you in the ring because you know what? Not all fighters are correct up here. And that's okay because normal is boring.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Question number 3. What music do you use to get pumped up to?
Oh man, I have a wide range of music. Classic rock, Albanian music. Because I speak Albanian, I'm bilingual. My parents
Awesome.
they moved here from there in the '80s. I was born and raised in the United States, but I speak it fluently. So that's why the name for my future daughter will be a foreign name. But yeah, man. Let's say right now we got. I love the Chili Peppers. They're awesome. They're probably my favorite band.
One of the best concerts I ever saw was the Foo Fighters and Chili Peppers co-headline.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
It was absolutely amazing. Great show. All right. Question number 4. This one's gonna be a fun one. We already hit on it a little bit earlier. You're 37. How are you gonna know when it's time to retire?
Well, like I said, I'm already getting there. I think another fight or two, and I might be done. But basically, I do whatever the hell I want to do. One day I say I'm retired, one day I say I'm coming back. I don't fucking know. As long as I'm healthy, let's see. But at some point, the train's got to come to a stop. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't want to be like one of those fighters that doesn't know when to quit. And then all of a sudden, I'm slurring my fucking speech. You know what I mean? I forget things. I don't want to be that guy.
Mr. Liddell, we're talking to you right now, by the way. I love it
Yeah.
when I see you out, bro. I love it when I see you out. You give the biggest handshakes on the face of the planet, but man, 3 fights too many, just saying. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, last question of 5 questions, then we'll let you get inside and unpack because you are literally right off a plane, still in your car. Last question. You, Dana White, in an elevator in Las Vegas, what do you say to him?
All right, tell him, hey man, I love what you did with the sport, and keep on doing it, and very much respect, dude. That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he came as a boxing promoter from Boston and has built $1 billion industry out of something that was dead in the water. I watched it from day one. My
Yep.
parents were cool enough in high school because I did wrestling and I was into martial arts. They were cool enough to let me watch Pancrase, get those pay-per-views from over across the pond. Also, UFC 1 through 10. I had all those pay-per-views at my house. I was the cool kid in the neighborhood, I'll tell you that much. But he has done great things for the sport, and he continues to do great things for the sport right here in Las Vegas. WWE, UFC all together. WWE is moving out here to Las Vegas. I mean,
Uh,
Viva Las Vegas, baby. You should move to Las Vegas after you get married.
we'll see. I mean, let's see what the lady likes, but no,
Yeah, that's
he
probably a no.
how he got UFC up is he used the model from the WWE. You're absolutely
Yes, he
correct.
did.
All that drama stuff, he stole that from wrestling, which is fantastic because this is real
Yep.
fighting now. So he's got that drama that people love with real fighting, and like you said, $1 billion.
Yep. And hey, Conor McGregor, when he was asked about his walk down to the ring, he goes, I straight stole that from Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon did that better than anybody else. The walk to the ring with that shoulder
Yep.
waggle. I don't even
Yep.
know what you want to call it. It's just tight. Now, when you walk to the ring, is there any particular way that you like to go out there? Is there a particular song and a particular swagger that you like to bring to the ring?
Now, a lot of times I like to come out with because I have a very large local Albanian following. I like to come out with the Albanian flag, and get those guys hyped up. A lot of them love seeing that, and sometimes I'll put on a traditional white hat. For most of the times, I'll do that. The Albanians love that, man, and I just love putting people together in one room that respect me and I respect them, and it's a great feeling. There's no feeling like it.
Well, Lenny, there's no feeling like winning, and you came off of a great decision win in a boxing ring, which you're not exactly familiar with, against Jimmy Levins. It was on June 28th, right here on Millions.co pay-per-view. You will be able to see Lenny again soon enough. We've already talked about the fights he's got brewing up, so pay attention. Keep your finger on the pulse of the community so that you know when Lenny will be fighting again. Lenny, I appreciate you being here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, brother. You have a good one, and yeah, don't forget your water next time you go on a hike.
I won't forget my water next time when I get on a hike. And thank you all for being here as well. Until next time, be good to yourself and be kind to others. Pay it forward, play it forward. Rock like a party star, party like a rock star. Smile strong, laugh loud, and last but not least, please like, follow, and subscribe so you will know when I will be live again with some of your favorite fighters, throwing down the fun questions, the hard questions, and everything in between. And until next time, remember, everyone loves a good fight. We'll see you soon. Thanks, Lenny.